I would now like to call on Father Mark Nattel to speak on how to rely on your faith in the church and the young people in it to thrive, as we challenge all of us here in making Unity 2012 what it is. So, welcome Father Mark Nattel.
Good evening. It's nice to see you all here too. You'll just give me your ear for a few moments. A reading of the Holy Gospel from St. Matthew. And by this time, the boat was a long way from the shore, and it was going against the wind, and it was being tossed around by the waves. And a little while before morning, Jesus came walking on the water towards his disciples. When they saw him, they thought they were seeing a ghost, and they were terrified and started screaming. At once Jesus said to them, "Don't worry. It is I. Don't be afraid." And Peter replied, "Lord, if it is really you, tell me to come out to you on the water." "Come on," Jesus said. And Peter then got out of the boat and started walking on the water towards him. When Peter saw how strong the wind was, he was afraid and started sinking. "Save me, Lord," he shouted. And right away Jesus reached out his hand and he helped Peter up and said, "You surely don't have much faith. Why do you doubt?" When Jesus and Peter got in the boat, the wind died down. And the men in the boat worshipped Jesus and said, "You really are the Son of God." That's an amazing moment, isn't it? Where Peter steps out of the boat onto the water. I'm always amazed at that reading, because it's an amazing invitation. First, Peter has the guts to say, "Let me come out there with you, Lord. Let me go out on the water with you." The other apostles aren't doing that. They're sitting in the back of the boat and they're saying, "Oh, we're terrified." But Peter, the only one in the boat, he says, "Lord, let me come out there." And does Jesus say, "No, no, no, that's not for you. That's only me. I'm God. You're just the man"? God invites him. "Come on out." And Peter walks on the water. You are here tonight to help support an amazing event. And you are being invited in the same way to step out of the boat, to do something challenging for our church. You know, I was part of the original Unity team, where we envisioned a gathering of the young adults across Canada of the Ukrainian Catholic Church to gather and share faith and celebrate who we were. And it was an amazing event back in '96 when I was still a young adult. But I'm happy that that baton has been passed on. And in 2012, a great invitation is going out to our young adults of the church. You know, that Unity event, for me, it confirmed my desire to join the Lord and step out of the boat. For myself, to join his adventure. It was certainly a moment for me that I wanted to be in God's service of his mission plan to his people for our Ukrainian church. And it was inspirational to be with all these young adults who wanted to be part of that mission in different ways in life, in different calls.
You know what, there's enough.
Unity is a chance for you to celebrate being a young adult, to share faith of who we are and being a Ukrainian Catholic, and to meet people from all across Canada who share that same faith. We're a small church, but when we come together, amazing things do happen for us. Yes, there's World Youth Day. For us, this is an important event as who we are. So it's a chance to step out of the boat, to be brave and to join God. That's an important invitation that the Lord gives us, to step out of the boat, to be brave. When you step out of the boat, it's a different type of adventure. Peter saw that. And so Unity is the same thing. It's a chance to not only get together and to party and to have fun, but to really take on the mission of what the church is. You know, the church isn't just about Sunday worship. It's about spreading the good news of Jesus Christ, his death, and his resurrection. And to join that mission, it's terribly exciting because it filters into everything we do in life. Everything. Whether you're working out in the middle of the bush or whether you're working in the tallest office tower, it becomes an adventure when you do it for God. And so Unity is a chance to really experience that. And I encourage our young adults to really be part of that next August. And more importantly, all of us, young and old, to support this amazing event. So you have a choice today. You can sit back in the boat and let the waves rush at you. Or you can be like Peter. Challenge yourself to step out on the water. Like anything in life, you know, if you invite and you invite and you invite and no one takes your invitation, you tend to look for someone else to invite. Tomorrow's gospel is a reminder of that. Tomorrow in church, when you hear the gospel, you will be reminded that God will do what it takes to invite you to be part of his salvation, to be part of his adventure. And he will stick around a lot of times and offer you that invitation. But eventually, if you don't take it, you'll find someone else to invite. And so I encourage you. Be open. Step out of the boat. Try the adventure. Slava Isusu Christu.